MLB The Show is your home for postseason baseball. It's Game 6 of the National League Championship Series between the Atlanta Braves and the New York Mets. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of Baseball on the Show. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, obviously, a lot of things still up in the air as we get ready for Game 6.
It's been a tight series so far, which we kind of expected when we started. But now it's backs up against the wall time. The series has shifted locations, and now these guys need to win the final 2 games at home to win it. This crowd should certainly help, but they've still got a tough task in hand.
All right, the stage is set. The starters get their final tosses in out in the bullpen, and we've got a good one in store for you, folks. Play-by-play is coming up next. Jacob deGrom is charged with keeping their hopes alive on the mound here in the League Championship Series. Dan, any thoughts?
Well, man, if my life was on the line, Jacob deGrom would be pitching that game for me. Approaches triple digits regularly. Incorporated that 4-seam fastball a couple of seasons ago. He can sink it, has a great slider, curveball, and changeup combination. I don't think there's a pitcher in the sport right now that has the tools and the weapons and knows how to use them like deGrom does.
Fastball on the first pitch, and it's taken for strike 1.
First pitch, 7:07.
0-1, here it comes. But we might be ice skating before we're through tonight. 39 degrees at first pitch. Come on. Now the 1-1 pitch.
That's a ball. Count 2-1.
Chased a bad ball up out of the zone. 2-2.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That could be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
High in the air down the right field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Here's another 2-2. Again, he sends it out of play. Takes strike 3 called on the fastball, and the leadoff man is gone to start the evening.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Christian Pache stands in as he can't connect here. 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
Not much you're going to do with that pitch right there. You have to catch it out front before it even breaks, and even if you do that, it's a tough pitch to keep fair.
Curveball, but he can't get him to chase it. 1-2. 1 out, nobody on. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
The main job of a number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
So next up will be Freddie Freeman, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. 2 outs already on the K this inning, so he'll be looking to do better. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Oh, I love that pitch right there. Up and in. Jam. Sandwich.
That misses. It's to 2-2 now with 2 away here in the top of the first.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do with a slider breaking down and in unless you catch it way out front. I like the idea of taking it and making the pitcher bring you something a little more hittable.
Fouled off. 2 out, nobody on. Check swing here, but he holds up far too late as it's strike 3 and the inning is over. The Braves are set down 1-2-3. It's the Braves nothing. Mets coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Max Fried will do the pitching with a trip to the World Series on the table. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, getting a look at lefty Max Fried, and man, has this guy come a long way in a short time. This guy's as good a left-handed starting pitcher as there is in the game. Smooth gas, 95 to 97 miles an hour. Good overhand curveball. He'll mix the steady diet of changeups in. When he starts to put all 3 of those pitches together, look out. We're looking at one of the top left-handed pitchers in all of baseball.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. The windup and the 0-1.
1-0.
And he can't get out of the way there, so the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning.
Of course the crowd is going to get on him a little bit here, but I find it hard to believe there was any intention there. Bottom of the first, you never want to dig yourself a hole on the mound just to send a message.
And the next up will be Alex Verdugo. Right side, but it's well fouled. There's one that misses high. It's 1-1. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate is Larry Bullard.
Hey, Dero, Larry Bullard, he's pretty much right down the middle. You see very few managers and players getting into very many confrontations with Larry.
Yeah, Larry lays in the weeds, Dan. Doesn't try and make it about him, and that's what the players love. He's got a pretty consistent strike zone, and he's approachable.
Still a ball and 2 strikes.
I know that fastball registered at about 92, 93, but I guarantee you it looked about 4 to 5 miles an hour faster than that for this offensive player. After coming off a curveball, the old push the throttle and pull it is being used.
Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
Michael Conforto.
Into the box, Michael Conforto. And the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. The 1-0 pitch. Softly hit down the line. But this is speared by the first baseman.
Batting fourth.
For the moment here in Flushing Meadows, let's meet the Mets. Hero, tell us about this lineup as they try to keep their playoff hopes alive.
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be wind day, and when you get in the car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one.
He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
2 mid-90s fastballs right there that he doesn't seem to think he can catch up to. I wouldn't be shocked if he came right at him again with another good one.
And it's 1-2.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
Here comes the 1-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Mets turned away here in the first. We'll head to the second at Citi Field. 0-0 here on the show. And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. In previous duels with DeGrom, he's a .333 hitter. 2 of those hits were for home runs. Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. Advantage count 2-0 to the Braves center fielder.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now. Swung on and missed. That's strike 2.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Boy, he's really on a roll on the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
That'll bring in Marcell Ozuna. This one is launched. Look at this. Gone. So a solo shot down the line in left. His second home run of the series. As the Braves get on the board first, it's 1-0.
Well, people always wonder why some players make so much money, and there's your answer. The great ones find a way to rise to the occasion in the postseason, and he did right there.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud.
The catcher.
As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. DeGrom is what you may call a stingy starting pitcher. He rarely gets hit around, and on top of that, he usually excels at limiting free passes. A great combination to have.
Matty V, I think one of the keys to being a good starting pitcher, 1, limiting the number of pitches that you throw into a game, and 2, getting outs as quickly as you can. And there aren't too many guys that do it better than this guy. Not a lot of pitches. One of the things I like, he's in attack mode from the first pitch of every at-bat.
Well, taking in over at first for the second out, as that might have been extra bases if it were 3 feet higher.
Riley.
Standing in now, Austin Riley. Swing and a liner. But this lands foul for the first strike. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Here's the 0-1. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control. 0-2.
Okay, if you're in this lineup right here, game on, boys. I know he's got power stuff, but if he's going to come middle of the plate, you better be ready to pull the trigger.
The 1-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. One for the Braves in the inning, and it comes courtesy of the long ball. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's now 1-0 Atlanta. Digging in, the switch hitter, Francisco Lindor. He'll start us out here in the home half of the second. First pitch of the AB on its way. As he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. Freed, a California-born ball player. He was a first-round pick during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
2-0 now. And 0 now. Into the windup and the pitch. 3-1.
Hey, there aren't too many power hitters in the game that would let that pitch go by.
One pitch. Hit in the air down the right field line. Pache is there and he makes the catch for the out.
Batting 6.
Time for a look at the Braves on D. Hey, let's focus on Freddie Freeman, first baseman for the Atlanta Braves. He plays one of the most reliable first basemen in the game, makes the routine play. Not only that, he can pick and grin, saving his infielders some serious errors.
At the plate, Dominic Smith. As he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. It up 1-1. Now the pitch. Oh, and ouch, that one drilled him. Safe after the recovery throw. Good effort, but now we have to wonder whether or not he's going to be okay. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg. And that is his plant leg, which is always a concern. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. Next up from New York, J.D. Davis. In his career versus this pitcher, he comes in hitting right at a 300 clip. He's also hit a couple of home runs against him. From the belt, kicks and deals. As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 1-0 pitch on the way. This pitch is popped up. Swanson has a play. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. And with 2 away, here's a look at our updated playoff brackets. The question on everyone's mind is, will we be able to punch our first ticket to the World Series after tonight's ball game? Next up is James McCann. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. He waits. Now the pitch.
Nope. That's inside.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
The 1-1 home.
That's in. Ball 2.
Smith is off of first with 2 away. 2-2 to the Mets catcher.
2-2 to count.
And a full count for James McCann. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
And that misses ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs. And now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Jacob deGrom. The base knock to the outfield could score the tying run from second. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Oh, he just blows the fastball by him for strike 1. Two down, runners at first and second. In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now.
Hey, I know it's the pitcher at the plate, but he's going to grind it out right here. He's got a chance to help himself, and nothing's a bigger backbreaker to a team than watching the pitcher drive in a run.
The 0-2 got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. The love of the game runs deep with these folks. We've got more. It's Game 6, and we're back after this. Excursion, Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, the former #1 overall pick, Dansby Swanson, the first at bat here in the inning. Pitch on the way. Dansby Swanson is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. In previous duels with deGrom, he has 7 hits in 28 tries. There's a changeup taken, but it finds the zone on the inside. The 1-1. Now that's popped up. Alonso into foul territory. And no one will get this one. The 1-2.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
Outside in a full count, 3-2.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. it just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second with a punch-out, 1 away.
That's a pretty sad attempt at hitting a baseball right there. No doubt he was completely fooled because that was a curveball, and it looked like he was late on a curveball. That tells me he gave up on it right till the very end, and obviously there was nothing he could do at that point.
At the plate now, Max Fried. As he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Hit in the air down the left field line. Left fielder giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, the second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
Back to the top of the order now. Well, that will bring up Ozzie Albies. First pitch on its way.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
Here's the pitch. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
Nope,
Up high,
that's
2-1 now.
What we're seeing here is a guy getting pitched to very carefully. It doesn't matter that there's 2 outs and nobody on. He's a threat to score even when he's standing in the batter's box.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
Now batting, right fielder, Christian Pache.
The batter will be Christian Pache. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Struck out in his first at-bat. Throw over to the bag. And a dive, but he's back in there. The 0-1. Runners on the move for second. Pitch misses low. The throw down. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
One and one. Here it is. Wouldn't play off that time, but it's 1-2.
Swing and a miss on a nasty slider right there. Always felt toughest pitch in the game. If you're a guy who liked to work the big part of the field, you were on that fastball middle away. Well, that slider looked like a heater for about 56 feet 6 inches.
A 1-2 pitch. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And he fouls this one off. Ready with the 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Tough to take a pitch like that right there, especially in a 1-2 count. You almost get in that auto swing mode. Great job to work the count back to even.
The 2-2 pitch. And he struck him out. His 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Braves strand 1, but they're on top 1-0. Bottom of the 3rd now, and set to go is the second baseman, Jeff McNeil.
Second baseman, number 6.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. As he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
2-0. Popped up. And there's the first out.
The center fielder, number 99.
Alex Verdugo digging in now. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. And the pitch. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. All even now, 2-2. My goodness, that nearly got him as he had to back away from it. It's ball 3.
Wow, fastball up and in. I'm not sure it was intended to be that far up and that far in, but message sent, beware.
And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
I know one thing. He earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
So next to hit is Michael Conforto. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
Oh, that's upstairs.
Verdugo leads off first with 1 away. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
The 2-0. Taking strike 1 on the inside corner. Two and 2.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
And the sliding attempt at first, but this sneaks by him, a base hit. The hold at second, and there are 2 aboard now.
You know, as a former infielder, Danny, they always say you can't be in 2 places at once, but you got to be a little frustrated right here to that ball down the hole.
And that's a tough thing. You make a quality pitch, and the guy shoots one through the right side, normally a vacated spot right there. 9 out of 10 times, somebody's there to make that play. Unfortunately, not. And now we've got a couple of guys on.
Pete Alonso comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. fouled away. Runners are at first and second with one away. Hit hard on the ground to second. A diving effort as it's off his glove. But the recovery will come too late, and the bases are loaded now. So here's Francisco Lindor now. And it's fouled away. He's trying to at least tie this one up here, if not bring home a couple and take over the lead here in the early going. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now.
Obviously a huge situation in the game here, but at the plate he's got to keep it simple. He can't try to do too much just because the bases are juiced. At the very least, just find a way to get that tying run home from third.
Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule.
Wow, talk about frustrating. Not what you want to do with the bases loaded. A simple pop-up, and nothing productive comes out of that.
Into the box now, Dominic Smith. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. 0-1 count, the pitch. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
2-1, here it is. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. Chopped toward the second baseman. Albies scoops it up on the first, and the Mets are going to come up empty here as that ends the inning. See Freddie Freeman start things off when we return. We're through 3 here in game number 6. It's the Braves 1 and the Mets nothing. Welcome back to Flushing, Queens. Before we get back to baseball, let's check in with Heidi.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the Braves offense with their manager Brian Snitker during the commercial break. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. All set for the start of the 4th. And next to bat will be the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. Now the pitch. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there, it's strike 1. To short. Scooped up. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th. So with 1 away, let's punch up the graphic and show you the pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters here in the 4th inning. And boy, which of those 2 numbers leap out at you there? How about the 100? My goodness. So bases are empty with 1 gone, and that brings forward Ronald Acuna Jr. And now a pitch on the way. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. Acuna is really a rare talent in this sport, a true 5-tool player, as they say, which means he can make an impact in a game at any time. Really a joy to watch, not someone you want to take your eye off of.
Yeah, this guy's worth the price of the ticket. Just to watch his tool set, but not only that, the way he grinds at the plate, the way he battles defensively, this guy is one of the true superstars in our game.
The 2-1 home. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2. The last thing you want to do is to fall behind and count 3-2.
Full count now. Here's the 3-2. Into center field, line drive base hit. The throw into second. And that is where the wheels pay off as he's able to make it into second with a hustle double.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here, having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
Here's Marcell Ozuna as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. The 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Acuna, the runner at second with 1 away. And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
He wasn't even close to swinging right there. That was a stone-cold take.
Fouled off. Again, a 1-2.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
The 2-2. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. But he's going to get there as he runs it down on the warning track for the second out of the inning. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning. Now at the plate here is Travis d'Arnaud, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Here's the first pitch. As he'll watch a curveball that bends in there under his hands, it's strike 1. Behind 0-2 now. Ready with the 0-2. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ballgame, and that one ends the inning. 1 left for Atlanta, but they lead it 1-0. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And into bat next will be J.D. Davis.
J.D. Davis.
Here's the first pitch to him. The windup and the 0-1. just misses inside with the fastball there. And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1.
Great AB up until this point. A walk right here could really just infuse some confidence into this lineup.
Chopped weakly to the left. Hit on the ground to third. He's got it. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other, one away.
The catcher, number 33, James McCann.
Next for the Mets, James McCann worked a walk his first time up. And now pitch on the way. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
Hey, either this hitter needs a cup of coffee or he was sitting off speed right there.
Bases are empty, one man out. That misses. One ball and one strike here to the Mets backstop. A little behind on that swing, and now they'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. And another foul ball. And he looks at a sinker for a called third strike, and now there are two gone.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That could be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Stepping in now, Jacob deGrom. Yes, he'll take a look at ball one. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The 1-0 home. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
2 out, nobody on. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Mets go down 1-2-3. It remains 1-0. So now to the plate, Austin Riley. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Austin Riley.
First delivery to him.
Ball 1, no strike.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
Fastball, and that thing's a blur up there, folks. 1-1. And this one's up around the eyes. 2-1. At the knees for a called strike, and it's back to even at 2-2. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Now a ball hit high down the left field line, but back in amongst the spectators. Foul. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome. You go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Dansby Swanson lining up to hit. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball one. Struck out in his first at-bat. Here comes the 1-0.
2-0.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Hey, that's a heck of a pitch right there. If he's able to execute with that type of velocity, fastballs up and in, I can't imagine. Not only is he going to break a ton of bats today, but he's going to open up that down and away with the soft stuff later in the game.
Verdugo is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Now batting, the pitcher, Max Fried.
So in now is the Atlanta pitcher. Max Fried flew out last time up. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. And he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch. It's strike one. A windup and the 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
We've seen this before. Fastballs in, then breaking balls away. That's been his plan of attack throughout the first half of this game.
1-1. Taking strike 2. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Braves, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. No, they have not scored yet, but they have been successful in running up the pitch count, something they feel will eventually pay dividends on the scoreboard as the starter gets tired and they are forced to go to the bullpen. For now, they're sticking to the plan.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
Leading off for the Mets, the second baseman, number 6.
Now here's the first offering. Jeff McNeil stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. A couple of lefties start to get loose now in the bullpen. The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
And this will be fouled away. Now the 2-1 pitch. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. And there's one down now.
The batter, the center fielder,
And now here is Alex Verdugo. It was a walk in his last trip. And now the first pitch.
Wanted to get the front door curveball on the inside corner there, but it backed up a little and stayed off the corner.
No runs, 3 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Fastball taken a little under the letters, called a strike.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there. Going right after one of the better hitters on this team. Not afraid to execute.
Left side. Swanson brings it in. And there's out number 2. That was an exciting play at first there, and will employ show track for a better look. Knowing he really had to let it loose to beat the runner, he fired off a 90-mile-an-hour throw. That's not a number you'll see very often from an infield throw, so he really showed off the arm that time. In now, Michael Conforto. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Now he goes the other way, and he got a lot of it high and deep to left center field. Ozuna has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire the side. Down in order go the Mets. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Joey Lucchesi takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
For the Mets, number 47, Joey.
And now, Ozzy Albies, 1 for 2 in the ballgame thus far. First pitch on its way. As he'll take a look at ball 1. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Hard hit ball to short. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. Now into the box, Christian Pache. He went down on strikes last time up. First pitch on the way.
Hey, if he's going to execute that curveball, and that's the first one of the day, if he's going to execute it like that, be on the lookout for that one. That's going to be a big pitch for him today.
Now we'll try to beat one out here, but this will be just foul. Easy take there on the sinker, well off the outside. 1 out, nobody on. Snatched out of midair at first base for out number 2.
The first baseman, number 5, Freddie Freeman.
Into the box, Freddie Freeman 0 for 2 for him to this point. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
Yeah, that looked like an auto take right there, just trying to measure up this pitcher's stuff.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Swung on and chopped up the middle. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. The Braves are set down 1-2-3, but they're up 1-0. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and next will be the imposing power bat, Pete Alonso. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
Here comes the 0-1. Oh, got him a swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at-bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
One ball, two
Trying
strikes.
to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Acuña's there for it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
And that'll bring in the switch-hitting Francisco Lindor. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. And now the first pitch.
Nope.
Now the 1-0. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. It's a ball and a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. On to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now.
The batter, the left fielder, Dominic Smith.
Stepping in once again is Dominic Smith, grounded out in his last at-bat. First delivery to him. Turned on, but it's wide at first and foul. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Pache will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Mets go down 1-2-3. They still trail 1-0. Acuña digs in now. Due up are the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at-bats.
First pitch of the AB on its way. Pitch. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
A 1-2. High in the air out to center field. Verdugo waits on it. 1 down.
The left fielder, number 20,
Marcell Ozuna back at the plate now. He's been the entire offense so far with the solo homer he hit earlier. Now the first pitch. Hit to short. Fielded cleanly. On to first, and there were two down. Ready now is Travis d'Arnaud. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
Curveball taken outside to begin the at-bat. Ball one.
You know, because this is just a one-run game, this doesn't strike me as a situation where he's going to be working around a guy. I think he's going to challenge him right here.
Conforto able to track it down for the third out. Down in order go the Braves, but they're on top 1-0. Last half of the seventh here, and into bat next will be J.D. Davis.
Down by one. I'm interested to see how they approach this as an offense, especially if they get someone on base early in the inning. Some teams, you know, they're going to try and manufacture that run, just trying to get that one run across. Others, they're going to look for one or two big swings to make it happen.
Ball one to start the at-bat. And a good heater as he just watches this maybe a ball and a strike.
You can clearly see that the hitter didn't like that strike call, and his manager, he didn't like it either, as he's giving the umpire an earful from that dugout.
1-1. There's a fastball, then off the plate for a ball. Rolled slowly down the third baseline. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
He's been in total control out there tonight. Gets the leadoff guy with a strikeout there, and it just seems like we've seen so many off-balance swings and weakly hit balls in this one.
So now to the plate, James McCann. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball one. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now 2-0.
Maybe a bit of an overthrow there, guys. May have let that front side open up a little early to try to pump up on a fastball and sailed on it.
To the left side, but it's well fouled. The 2-1. Very weakly on the ground. And he fouls this one off. Try at 2-2. Weak grounder back to the mound. On to Freeman at first, and there are two away now.
Had to protect there with two strikes, and he just got it off the end of the bat. Not much of a problem for the infield at that point.
Malik Smith will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 21. Malik.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
Ball one.
Chopped to third. Reined in. Throw to first with time to spare, and the side is retired. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Braves 1 and the Mets nothing. Dylan Betances has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
68. Dylan Betances.
Ready to begin the 8th, and digging in is the big-time power threat, Austin Riley. First pitch of the AB now.
Oh, that's out.
Now the 1-0.
Nope, up there.
Just missed with that heater, but even if he wanted to swing, I don't think he could have caught up to that one.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Hot shot to third and handled for the first out.
The back of the second. Dansby Swanson.
And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. Previous history against Dylan Betances. He's gone 2 for 8. Now here's the first offering. Swung on and hit deep to left center. This one has a chance. And that one is gone. Dansby Swanson with a solo shot. His 3rd home run of this series. And it's given Atlanta a 2-0 lead.
And you know who's the happiest about that insurance run right now? The guys in the bullpen. They can now breathe a little easier knowing they have a bigger cushion to work with to close this one out.
Ender Inciarte will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 11. Ender Inciarte.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fouled away. Betances, 33 years old. He was an 8th-round selection during the first-year player draft of 2006.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
A ball and a strike.
That's not an easy pitch to do anything with, right? 96 miles an hour in on the hands. You almost have to be looking for that pitch to be able to do anything with that.
1-1. Here it is. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
Well, when you hear people talk about the unwritten rules of baseball, I think we just saw a perfect example of that. You hit one of mine, and I'm going to hit one of yours. Always been that way and probably always will be, even though they've tried to crack down on that kind of stuff recently.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. Albies with a 1-1 count now. Very high, 2-1. Started to go around there. Looked like he held up in time. No, strike 2, says the third base umpire. Here now the 2-2. In the dirt. And he is in there. They couldn't get him at second. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, the intent there with that 2-strike pitch was obviously to get him to fish for something he couldn't do a whole lot with, but there's the risk that comes with that as well. If you don't execute or your catcher can't handle it very well, you give up 3 bases.
3-2 pitch. And that misses, ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
I'm sure the manager is fine with that. He tried to entice him with that 3-2 pitch, but he didn't take the bait. First base was open, though, so he just needs to make a good pitch for a ground ball.
Jerry Familia takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away. Christian Pache will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 1 gone. Set, here it comes. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1.
With some traffic on the base paths, nice job by the pitcher to execute strike 1.
Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2.
In a big spot like this, you have to be looking for something you can handle. That pitch bunched him up completely, so I think he's trying to do a little bit too much right now.
This is on the ground over to first. And a sliding attempt at first, but this sneaks by him, a base hit. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with 1 away.
I don't know what side of the fence I fall on, boys. Old school, new school. I think I kind of stand right along that fence. But one thing that gets me jacked up is watching guys grind down in the count and drive base hits the other way.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. And indeed, he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score. Now the Atlanta number 4 hitter, Ronald Acuna, has got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First base open. It looks as though they'll go after the next guy with the force at any base now in order and 2 men gone.
And this is the right move here. With first base open, take the bat out of this guy's hands every single time.
So next to bat will be Marcell Ozuna. Lifetime against Familia. He's got 3 base hits in 21 at-bats. He's gone down on strikes 8 times as well. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a miss that time. Strike 1. And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. Comes set. The 0-1.
Outside, that's the ball.
Job of knocking this thing down. Here's the 2-1. Albies at third. Pache over at second. Acuna on at first with 2 down. Nearly got the inside but ruled the ball. Travis d'Arnaud would be next. the stretch. The 3-2 home. Got him. So the damage winds up not being as bad as it could have been as they'll strand the bases loaded. The side is retired. So they do strike for 2, but it could have been much worse as they strand the bases loaded. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Braves on top, 3-0. Will Smith is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Jeff McNeil.
Second baseman, number 6.
Now here's the first offering. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Acuna's there for it. 1 away.
Now batting.
Braves are into their bullpen now as there are the final numbers for their starter. And he really delivered a fantastic postseason performance.
Matty V, what a nice performance in this one. 7 shutout innings. Watching from the dugout now, hard to believe that he could pitch any better than he did through the first 7 innings.
Standing in now, Alex Verdugo. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1.
Got to find a way to scratch at least 1 across. You do not want to take on the monster closing the game down 3.
The 0-1 pitch.
That's a ball.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
Outside, 2-1. Ball even at 2-2. Just hung in there on that one. The 2-2 one more time. Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger.
That's a classic piece of pitching right there. You have to back hitters away from the plate to make them a little bit uncomfortable. Now you can go inside or outside. I like that purpose pitch.
Now the payoff pitch home. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. He can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. Now to the plate, Michael Conforto. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
First offering, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. His career line against Will Smith, he's gone 2 for 8. Down and away, ball 1.
Going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
The 1-1 home.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Set. Here's the 3-1. And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
Well, he walked him on 5 pitches, but that last pitch was really good. He missed down, but only by a hair. When a hitter has a 3-1 count, he can wait until he gets a pitch he loves.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out. And up steps the power bat of Pete Alonso. From the belt, the pitch.
Ball that time.
A ball and a strike.
Ball, 1 strike.
And that catches the high outside corner. 1-2 now. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. And that ends the inning. So no runs, no base hits, no errors, and a runner left. Game 6 is on to the 9th inning now. It's the Braves 3 and the Mets nothing. Seth Lugo enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th.
Seth Lugo.
Set to start the 9th in this one, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. First pitch coming, here it is. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. And he falls behind 0-2. Chase the fastball there, but he lays off. 1-2.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
Lifted in the air out to left. Smith arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first down.
Now batting, third baseman, Austin Riley.
So now into the box is Austin Riley. Past matchups against Seth Lugo. He's 2 for 3. He also has 1 home run. And now the first pitch. Right-hander against right-hander as this is a ball 1-0. One out, nobody on. And a fastball in there for a strike. 1-1. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. Swing and a miss. Does that look like self-defense there? It's 2-2.
I'll tell you, he just doesn't look comfortable in the box to me tonight. He's been off balance with his swings, and that one completely tied him up.
Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. Lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
Well, he battled to get it to a 3-2 count, but that pitch wasn't even close. Now he's got a man on with 1 out, so he's got to focus on trying to get the ground ball.
Now to the plate, here is Dansby Swanson. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
Yeah, Matt, that last one wasn't exactly a tape measure shot, but listen, a home run is a home run. I know a lot of pitchers, they call that a wall scraper in its last AB, but listen, it counts as a home run nonetheless.
Riley, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. Hit back up the middle. And that's in for a base hit. He's 2 for 4 now.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Orlando Arcia will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. First and second now, 1 man out. 0-2 is a fastball that misses inside. 1-2 now. Here's a shot to right field, and that's going to be in for a base hit. Riley is on his way home. Safe at the plate. And they lead now by 4.
Hey, that's what you try and do as an offense. You get a 4-run lead. They're a grand slam ahead, Dan. But you're a former closer warming up. When you see a 3-run lead, and then your offense gets it to 4, you know that save situation's gone out the window. Don't tell me that.
Oh, it does. Oh, it does, because, Hero, the only way you're going to get into this game is it has to be a save situation. You sit and watch 8 innings of baseball, you get up to warm up in the 9th, and you're all ready to go thinking, hey, I'm going to come in and get me a 3-out save, and all of a sudden you're out of the game because it's a 4-run lead. Of course you think about it as a reliever.
Popped him up. McNeil ranges back, and he has it for out number 2.
Up next for Atlanta, the right fielder, Christian Pache.
The next to bat for Atlanta, Christian Pache, singled in his last at bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. And he misses with it, 1-1. And he looks at one in there, 1-2. It up, drifting just beyond the infield. McNeil will put this one away, and his side is retired. Braves get a couple of hits here in plate 1. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the 9th. Atlanta leads it 4-0. Josh Tomlin, the 6'1" right-hander, will be the one to get the call from the bullpen here.
Josh Tomlin.
And that'll bring in the switch-hitting Francisco Lindor. He's going to lead things off in their half of the ninth as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out, and over the course of the season, it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching.
Here's the first pitch. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. So a foul ball here, 0-1. 1 as that one didn't really threaten the inside corner. Tomlin, a 6'1" right-hander. This is his 12th season in the big league, so he's put together a really nice career to this point.
Yeah, Matty, this guy has had an amazing career. And you know what? It's a testament to how hard he's worked, the changes he's had to make. This is a game of adjustments, and you don't hang around this long if you're not prepared to make some adjustments along the way.
Hang in here as he reaches to foul this one away. Now look out as this one sends him sprawling. It's ball 2 now.
Every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
And that misses there, so he runs the count full now. Dominic Smith is on deck. Chopped toward the second baseman. Albies brings it in, and there's one gone to start the bottom of the ninth.
The left fielder, number 2, Dominic Smith.
Next to hit, Dominic Smith. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
The 0-1.
Oh, that's it.
And so now the Braves will get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. High in the air down the right field line. Pache is there, and there are 2 men gone now.
Now batting, third baseman, J.D. Davis.
Now it'll be J.D. Davis, and their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. Here's the first pitch. Now a shot out toward the alley in right center. Running hard, he's digging for second. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Man, I don't think he could have dissected those fielders any better if he tried. Drove that one into the alley for a gapper that'll bring him easily into second base.
Stepping in next, James McCann. And his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
Here's the first pitch. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
You know, in this situation, you almost have to pitch like there's no one on base. That run really doesn't mean anything with the lead they've got. The hitter is the guy that can turn this game on its head.
The 1-0. And it's fouled away. Davis stands at second with 2 gone. And this will be a called strike 2. In trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight. swing, and he pops him up. This should do it. And the Braves have done it. They're your National League champions.
Well, they've taken care of business all season long, and tonight was no exception. They've proven to be the best team in the National League. Now it's time to see if they can become the best in the entire game. Celebrate tonight, and the World Series is next. Congrats to the NL Champs.
For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our excellent crew, this is Matt Vasgersian saying so long. You've been watching the National League Championship Series.
The final line score for our ball game. For the victorious Atlanta Braves, 4 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Mets, no runs, 4 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 38 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Citi Field, 41,922. The Mets thank you for your continued support and remind you to please get home safely.
You play with me once and you done. The that I say when I'm done, you know I'm ignorant. I'm at my house party acting, telling my guests that I don't use it.